Hey, welcome back to CTM Sports Talk by your boy Mike. Today, we talk about the Lakers up 3-1 on the Warriors. Shout out to Lonnie Walker for coming off the bench, putting in that work. 15 points off the bench, putting in that work, and giving the Lakers the edge over the Warriors. It's not easy sitting down for a while, a couple series, and then coming in, coach call your number. Shout out to Darvin Ham for calling his number, and he came in and performed. That's not easy. Everybody can't do that. That's not an easy thing to do, but shout out to Lonnie Walker for contributing and helping the Lakers win. Also, AD, if AD can come out and give the Lakers about 28 and 15 the next game, they'll close that series out. And LeBron can get them about 25, 10, and 8 or something like that. They can close out the Warriors. If they don't, if they go in there and say, we'll just end it at home, that's not a good thing. You got to go ahead and take them out while you got them down. Because the Warriors, I promise you, the Warriors are going to come back and they probably going to shoot their eyes out. You probably going to see threes like you never saw them before. And if you can't sustain that and keep beating them up on the inside, it's going to be a long game 5. So can the Lakers close them out? Time will tell, but if they don't put up the numbers, they will not close them out. And please don't take that game for granted. If you can, I will close it out. I will just go ahead and end it. But it takes a lot to end a team. It's hard to beat a team 4 times. You really got to have the killer instinct and the will to win. Because it's so easy to just take that next game off and say, oh, we're just going to kind of play and rest up and just get our averages and we'll finish them back home. But nah, you want to go ahead and take them out if you can. Because I promise you, the Warriors are not playing around at all. They finna come back hard. I seen the look on their eyes after that game. They not finna play around. I would say Clay probably he may go for about 30 or 40 points that next game. If he's not he don't have an off game, he probably gonna go for 40. Look out for Clay and then what was it, game 5? Look out for Clay in that game 5. My next topic, the Suns. They starting to get hot. And Denver starting to show frustration. And they let the series get tied 2-2. I don't know what's up with Denver. I don't know if they not meshing or something, or I don't know. I thought they was on, but now it seems like that's why I say it's hard to beat a team 4 times. It's hard. It's not as easy. We just watch it on TV, but when you're on that court and you got to do it for 4 games in a 7-game series, I'm telling y'all, it's not as easy as you think. And even like I say, Booker and Durant, they cooking right now. I mean, they got that fire is on high on the stove. They cooking. And if they get that third person in the next game, I think it was Jared Payne, I think that was helping them, running the ball up the court to keep the pace up. See, when you got a point guard, somebody running the ball like that, as soon as they get the ball, they take off running. Most teams don't like that. They got big men because as soon as you get the rebound, instead of taking that second to kind of get your breath together, you got to just take off running back to the other side of the court. And that wears on you. It's like playing a pickup game and the dude is running full speed. You're like, dude, we're playing a pickup game. But that's kind of how, in the playoffs, you got people like that. Like, the dude is like a high motor. And the thing to think about is Monty Williams started using his bench. He had Terrence Williams and he had Lou Shamet. And he should have been using his bench, guys. It's hard to go 6 deep in the playoffs. You will tire your starting lineup out so fast. And I don't know what happened to DeAndre Ayton. I don't know. I don't know if he got something against Monty, but it seemed like either it's a lot to hold Joker, which it probably is, and something on the offensive end seemed like he's just not gelling, or I don't know if because Durant came there, it took some touches away from him. But if he don't step up, they will not make it to the finals. I'm telling you that right now, they would not make it to the finals. Whoever the Suns play next, whether it be the Warriors or the Lakers, like if they play the Lakers, I think they actually match up pretty good. That'll be a really good series, the Lakers and the Suns. But if I had to pick, it's so many dependencies, right? Like, is AD gonna be on top of his game, or is he gonna do that up and down kind of situation where one game he's on fire, the next game he's kind of like, well, I'm just taking the game off. You can't do that with Devin Booker and Kevin Durant, because those dudes can get hot just like that. And next thing you know, they just go like 70 points to combine 70 points. And you looking at the scoreboard like, man, what the heck just happened? And they do it in a quarter so fast. So, man, shout out to the Suns, though, man, tying that series, though, because I thought they was getting done for. I thought that depth was going to get them. But it's tied 2-2. Hit the reset button. The next team to 2 going to win. I think the Nuggets probably going to try to gather themselves and win in that next game. But if Booker keep playing like he's playing, lights out, the Nuggets may lose this series, and that coach Mike Malone probably gonna lose his job. So, because there's no way he should let the Suns win this, and they don't have all their players, even with Chris Paul out. And then we talk about the Joker, right? He was fined $25K for elbowing the Suns owner for holding on to the ball when it went out of bounds. And the owner knew what he was doing. He knew that, he was trying to poke and trying to hold the ball a little bit, trying to get him that advantage. And Joker came up and got the ball. He did it so slick too. He didn't even fuss. He just kind of came up trying to go for the ball, and he tried to run up on Joker, and Joker put the elbow out on him, and the owner flopped. He didn't hit with an elbow for real. If he didn't hit the owner with an elbow for real, he'd be feeling it the next day. I think it was just I think the owner said the owner used to play basketball, so he knew how to flop. It seemed like he worked out with Pat Beverly or something like that, or Marcus Smart, so he learned how to flop. But at the end of the day, shout out to the Suns for tying that series up. Some of the things to think about. And think about this, right? Chris Paul injured, sitting on the bench, and they win 2 games with him out. You have to wonder, is he thinking like, wait a minute, do I need to pick up the pace? Can I pick up the pace with my age and all? Or do I go back to doing what I used to do, just holding the ball and controlling the offense, which is not a bad thing, but you're not going to beat the Nuggets playing half-court slow-down basketball. You're going to have to run that thing almost like Showtime Lakers, and you got Devin Booker and Kevin Durant on the wing, who either one of them can hit that shot, whoever you pass it to. So if I was Chris Paul, that's what I'd be doing. As soon as I get the rebound, we running up court. Whoever on this side, Durant, a Booker, Durant, whoever catch that wing, or I see him coming out the corner of my eye, they getting the ball, boom. And that's probably how you're going to beat the Nuggets, because you're not going to block Durant's shot unless he kind of just put himself in a position to get blocked. It's really hard because he's so tall. And Booker, he know how to shoot. That's why I like Booker. He knows how to find the open spots instead of trying to force something. Like if you run in zone, and he take it, if he take it past the 3-point line, he get to the elbow and nobody's there, he'll pull up from the elbow and shoot that, and that's cash. And I respect that from Booker. But Chris Paul, I have to think, is that in the back of his head? Do I got to make that adjustment when I come back in order for us to win this game? Or what about the management of the Suns? We're winning games. We won the 2 games without Chris Paul. It seemed like we was playing with him. It seemed like, things were kind of, shaky. So who knows what the coach Monty Williams going to do. You can only imagine. He probably wants Chris Paul back because he's the general on the court. But we'll see what happens. Another one is the Warriors' age is just starting to catch up with them. They had a nice run. I mean, they had probably one of the greatest runs you can have for a team. But age, right? Those bumps on the floor hurt a little bit more. Running up and down the court, you don't have the same acceleration like you used to have. The threes are not falling like they used to at a higher rate when you was younger, putting them up. Getting hit off those screens, getting chipped, all that stuff. You feel that stuff when you get in your 30s. You can only imagine. You feel all that stuff. And then you feel it when you wake up in the morning too. And it seemed like watching that Lakers game, watching the highlights, when they got to the end of the game, the execution wasn't as sharp as you wanted it to be. And you could tell that, age, that you just your mind is there, but your body can't keep up with what your mind wants to do. Sometimes that's what happens when you get older. You see yourself sprinting to that spot, and you thought you sprinted to that spot, but you was a couple of ticks slow in real time. But in your mind time, you was there. But when you go back and look at the tape, you realize that you wasn't there like you usually would be. So age is very important in professional sports. Sometimes your ability, you try to find the abilities that can transcend the age factor. But even then, sometimes, let's say if a person is a high jumper, as they get older, the jump that high to shoot a jump shot may not be the same height as when you were younger, because your legs are older. You don't have the same strength that you had when you was younger. You think about LeBron James. He's 37, 38. That's a lot. Like I'm about to be 40, and I can't imagine playing 40 minutes a night. High, up and down, banging down in the paint. God, that's a lot to do at that age, and kudos to those guys for being that age and still in the league playing at a high level. Not easy to do. Third topic. Can James Harden find balance of scoring and assisting Embiid? What I mean by that is, can he find a way to keep Embiid involved, but still get to that 25, 30-point mark? He's going to have to average 25 a game for them to beat the Celtics, to put them out, to put them down, because the Celtics going to come back swinging next game. You can believe that. Jason Tatum, that was an aberration for him to have, low points in the game, but he's going to come back swinging next game. But if James Harden learns to find his groove and still get Embiid involved, and Embiid also has to know that James needs to average about 25 points, 30 points, something like that, 10 assists for us to win this series, and me average about 25. And they can both do it. It's doable. It's just you can't, but you got to let those moments happen, because there are going to be some moments that James Harden can take over the game and you may not even see the ball. But if they give you the best chance to win, because he can draw the fouls, he's a good driver. And one thing I noticed too is that when Embiid is down on the block and he really takes it down to the block, he's almost unstoppable. It's when he try to do the fadeaway jumpers and the 3-point shots where it's kind of the percentages. His percentage is higher down in the paint on the block more than it is in the mid-range. Even if he shot more mid-range, I think that'll be better than shooting threes. If he worked from the elbow down to the block, if he stayed right there and did his work, he would probably be killing the set. It wouldn't be nobody that can hold him. But that's just my opinion. If anybody else got something, let me know in the comments. Another thing I noticed too is that LeBron James was posting up down on the block a little bit more. If he had that elbow to block post game, like they gave him the ball on the elbow and he was posting up, have somebody behind, and he can make plays off of that, or he can just take it to the rack off of 2 or 3 steps instead of running around and stuff. Conserve energy by doing that. I know people say they don't want to be like Michael Jordan. He don't have to do it like Michael Jordan, but I'm saying if he can get a play where he can get the ball in that high-low, like have him high and Anthony Davis low, I mean, it would be almost like if you double LeBron, you're going to leave AD open. If you double AD, you're going to leave LeBron open. You kind of like pick your poison, how you want to get done in. But that's just my opinion. Let me know what you think. But I think if those guys really stayed in that mid-range, the post area, and made the defense kind of think about what do we do, how do we guard this, they'll be unstoppable, because You really can't guard it, because if you give it to AD probably going to take it and dunk it or, shoot that mid-range. And if you give it to LeBron, he could take it to the rack, draw the foul, and shoot the mid-range. So what do you really do at that point? You know what I'm saying? So, and also, when you think about Miami, Knicks, Jimmy Butler. See, Jimmy Butler has that killer instinct. Every time he comes on the floor, he is looking to put the foot on your neck. He is going to go at whoever's guarding him. He's going to go at him. He is trying to give you 35 a night without question. He's trying to give you 35 a night. And that killer instinct that he has, if more guys kind of had, I'm not comparing the two, but I'm saying the killer instinct that he's trying to give you 35 a night. Then the other guys pitch in is a bonus. But he's trying to give you 35 a night. You can expect whoever's holding Jimmy Butler, you're going to be in for a long day. And I think the Knicks, they're probably going to lose this series. And they're probably going to replace Tom Thibodeau, or they're probably going to look into replacing him at some point. Something is not resonating with those guys and Tom. It seems like every time he get a good team or he get a good group of players, it seems like you start off good, but it seems like when it get down to these kind of times in the playoffs, it seems like something don't click. I don't know what it is. Or maybe it's the players, I don't know, but it seems like something is not clicking. I don't know. And then he has these things where he don't want to play certain players. Why he not playing Obi Toppin? Not sure. This seems like a guy he kind of should be playing, because he would kind of be like Adebayo for the Knicks. What he is to the Heat, he would be Adebayo to the Knicks. So, Tom Thibodeau, play Obi Toppin a little bit more. And Julius Randle's kind of still coming back off the injury. I think he kind of got to get back in the groove of things. You got to be more aggressive too, though. And RJ Barrett, I'm telling you, stay in the mid-range. You don't have to shoot three. Let Brunson shoot the threes. Stay in the mid-range. Keep driving to the basket. I'm telling you, you'll have a field day with the Heat. I mean, those guards can't hold you unless they got Jimmy Butler holding you or something. But those other guards can't hold you. So take it to the paint or just shoot the mid-range. Shoot the elbowing up, kind of like Devin Booker, man. Just kind of see what that Devin Booker be doing. Because Devin Booker, he'll shoot from anywhere. He don't care. Three, in the paint, mid-range, elbow, free throw line. He'll pull up anywhere and shoot that thing, even shooting off the backboard from the block. But if RJ Barrett stay in that mid-range area and keep driving, I think he'll be great. So, guys, let me know in the comments what you think about sports this week. It's been some pretty good games, pretty good series. Let me know your picks, who you think go in between the Lakers and Warriors next game. Who you think go in between the Suns and the Nuggets, and 76ers and Celtics, and Miami and Miami and New York, the Heat and the Knicks. But I think the Knicks, they may try to win out their next game, but I think Jimmy Butler is just too strong for those guys. He not gonna let them get it like that. They probably thought it was gonna be a little easy because there was the 8 seed, but really the Heat just kind of struggled. That's probably why they won the high seed, but. It don't matter in the playoffs. Seeding don't really matter no more. You just got to put your foot on people's neck and just go ahead and take them out. You got to have that killer instinct. Forget about the seeds. Forget about what seed you are. It's like, hey, it's us against them. We finna take them out 4 games, period. And do the best you can and hope you come out with the win. And with that being said, I want to thank you for watching the CTM Sports Talk show. Let me know in the comments some of the topics you'd like to hear me talk about. Some of the angles, and like I said, I'm really more into players than I am teams. I like players because every time players kind of move around, not in the NBA as much, but I know in the NFL, players move around because of the contracts. Nothing's fully guaranteed, but I definitely want to, now that I'm done with school for a little minute, got my last assignment turned in, I want to start making a little bit more of these, a little bit more consistent, giving different angles about the game. So let me know in the comments what you think. Like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching the last Sports Talk. Appreciate it. Thanks for those who subscribe. Keep subscribing. We got the Thinking Game podcast show. We talk about different topics, growing up in the city, how to live that adult life for regular people because we're not celebrities at all. Making a sports talk. We got some other stuff coming. I want to do a vlog food show for the Little Rock area. Working on that as well. So hey guys, comment, let us know, like, share, subscribe, and I'm signing out.